Well, coming up, we've got a favorite Thanksgiving recipe that actually is good any time of year. Jamie Produce is here from the Front Porch in Dixon. She's making use of sweet potatoes in the most delicious way. I don't know why we don't make this more often.
Well, we should all be eating sweet potatoes in place of white potatoes anyway,
Sure,
for health reasons. But sweet potato casserole, I think, is good anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with 4 cups of cooked mashed sweet potatoes,
Okay.
and then we're going to add 4 eggs, beaten up well. We're going to add, it's only a half a cup of sugar, which doesn't seem like a lot, but sweet potatoes are already so sweet,
Sure.
okay? 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, and that's it. That's all that's in the casserole. That's easy peasy.
Okay.
So if you want to mix that up for me, and I'll start the topping.
Okay.
What makes this casserole so good is the praline topping on it.
That's right.
It gives
That
it,
amazing.
sweet potatoes are so crunchy and so creamy, so the topping gives it a nice crunch. We take a 1/4 pound of butter. You need to make sure it's cold. It's similar to doing a biscuit. You want to make sure you have cold butter before you add your cup of brown sugar and a 1/4 cup of flour. Now, some people use a pastry cutter. Some people use forks and knives. I use my fingers. I get my hands in there and I start working the butter into the brown sugar and flour.
Okay.
And I do it a piece at a time. And that's why you want to start off with cold butter, because your hand's going to, heat the butter up. And if you don't have it cold, it's just going to make a big clump.
That makes
just
sense.
a big mess, okay?
Yeah.
So once that's all mixed up, you can pour it right into your pan. You should use a 9 by 13 baking dish that has been sprayed with no stick, okay?
Okay.
And then you're going to end up with this lovely topping. Now into this, I have stirred in a half a cup of pecans that are already crushed up.
Wow.
But you can see the consistency, how it's got like a grain, almost like a cornmeal consistency.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
That looks great.
And then you make a nice thick layer right on top of your casserole. And I suggest using it all. It's going to seem like too much, but I like a good thick crust on it. To me, that's the praline topping. To me, is my very favorite part.
Now, if you had friends or family that didn't like nuts or couldn't eat nuts,
you could just leave it out.
You just make it
absolutely.
like that?
And you know what else you could, if you wanted to, you could put in some, maybe if it's closer to Thanksgiving, put in dried cranberries in it.
That'd be
or
nice,
dried
wouldn't
golden
it?
raisins, currants, something like that.
That
They're
sounds
going to plump up, and then you got the crunchy topping and the creamy casserole. And so you're going to put it in the oven at 350, uncovered, for about 45 minutes.
Okay.
And it's going to make a nice praline topping.
And this is on the menu for a big event that you guys have coming up. Unfortunately, it's already sold out.
It is, but tomorrow night, Dixon County does the farm to table dinner. It benefits the agricultural pavilion at the farmers market. We do it every year. 300 people come to downtown Dixon, and we set up a big long table right through downtown Main Street. We shut it off, and there's bluegrass music and fellowship and lots of good food from local farms.
That looks like so much fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Right in the middle of downtown.
Right in the middle of downtown. It's
That's
really,
so cool.
downtown Dixon's a really special place.
Yeah,
so
it
it's
is.
really nice to come down there and see the cute little shops and then have a great meal.
Yeah.
Made by local chefs with local farmers.
Definitely. All right, so the Front Porch in Dixon is a great place to go. You can see all this other wonderful food that they offer there too. You can give them a call for details on when they're open and upcoming events as well. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Meryl. Good to be here.
Great to have you with us.